Hello again. We are back.
Woo woo! We had a pretty good time of things last time. I'm pleased
Yeah.
with how it went.
Yeah, we had a three-color black white, almost like black white splash blue in the end.
Well, considering all of our blue cards were our multicolor cards and all of our multicolor cards were blue, it turned out pretty even between
Yeah,
the colors, honestly.
yeah, and check. Okay, yeah, we had a couple of difficult games, a couple hard-fought mulligans, and a couple of games where we rode a hexproof flyer plus 6 removal spells to victory.
Well, some games where were more consistent than our opponents and won that way.
That was also one. We had a couple games where we just were defeated by larger creatures and a solid game plan from our opponent.
Yeah, no kidding.
That
Big
was-
creatures are scary, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you do. Like, we don't have that many removal spells.
Like
Anyways.
Golgari Longlegs is super legit.
Yeah. Even like Tenement Crasher and Maze Runner were pretty legitimate threats.
I think the Maze Rusher was legitimate that one time.
That was
Although he
legitimate.
is, to be fair, he is my favorite maze creature. Like I don't even care. He has the stats that account for his size, and the others just don't.
Yeah, I actually like Maze Death Toucher. I forget
Maze
the
Abomination. Yeah, I guess he's
he has a pretty large body for what he's worth. 6 for a 4/5, which is okay. But handing off Death Touch is a lot more powerful on some creatures.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's pretty good on Lotleth Troll. How about?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. They're all fairly reasonable creatures. So yeah. Again, not much of a plan going in. I mean, I guess we have the normal plan of here's removal spells, here's good cards, pick those, but
Yeah.
anything you're feeling predisposed
I don't know.
to
I want to
this
have a
time?
bomb, like an actual. This is totally nutso.
Like, it
Let's
is-
play this and cast this bomb.
Okay. Something like that angelic skirmisher we had a couple drafts back, or
Yeah.
just
Ooh,
like
ooh, ooh. Hold on. Or how about Boros Battle Shaper?
ooh,
That guy is nuts as hell.
cast this and win forever.
He's like, oh, I guess, yeah, he's actually unbeatable. He's a removal spell on a guy, and he can be more removal spells for free every
Yeah.
turn.
Forever. Well, let's see.
So nuts.
How
What do we get?
Instead, we get trait doctoring.
Let's not do that. What else is in the pack even?
Let me quick pull
God.
out the card pop.
The Embiggener.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
the Embiggeners here. So the card I have. There is Jelen Sphinx, which is a pretty reasonable flyer. Actually, quite good. Scab
Yeah.
Clan Giant is a pretty powerful creature. Comes in and fights a creature at random.
Yeah, he kills most everything.
Yeah, as a 4/5, he can fight pretty much everything and live. I think it's between the Fight Giant and the Sphinx, and I think the Fight Giant is just more powerful. I don't know. Sphinx is a good card. though.
Well, taking the Fight Giant sends good signals for us.
Yes, it does.
Because, I mean, really, there's 4 clue stones in this pack? What is
What?
wrong with this set? 4 clue stones! I'm so mad about
We're
that.
gonna fight. We're getting in the fight club. We'll see where it leads.
Come on, Zertod Druids. I want to ramp to Fight Club.
All right. Well, options we've got Species Gorger we've got Haunter of Nightvale. We have Crawl Warrior, Rubble Belt Maka. Both of these two are reasonable creatures.
Yeah, that's pretty much,
Yeah.
I feel so early to go in on Rubble Belt Maka, but
Yeah, it really does.
like, do we really want a Species Gorger?
This card can be all sorts of silly. It also can be,
Like it gets really good if you're in Simic. You could
yeah.
just like evolve your guys again and again.
Well, do we want to be in Simic? Or do we just want to play Gruul?
Go in really early on Gruul.
Let's.
Yeah,
We'll see where
sure.
it leads.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited about our plan now because it's insane, but consistent.
Um, there might be an alteration. I really, really like Unflinching Courage.
If there were a compelling Gruul card in this pack instead, I would be mad at you for that. But they're just.
There's like what Riot Piker.
Why is he attacking with his Riot
Oh
Piker?
God, what does he have?
What does he have?
He must have. Yeah, so Unflinching Courage puts us in like the Naya aggressive plan.
The nigh unbeatable plan.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Unflinching Courage is too good to pass.
Yeah. Let's see where that leads. Let's get. We want to find like some 2-drops to throw this on, like some Riot Pikers. If we get Riot Pikers, it looks a lot better. This is a bit of a funky one. It has a couple options that are worthwhile for us, though.
Yeah, I like the Krasis here.
Yeah, the Krasis is pretty good. We have a just Boros Mastiff. Yeah.
I don't like him as much.
We can pretty much in triple this set. I really valued him higher because there were very few 2-mana creatures.
Yeah,
Other sets
there's
have
almost
pikers
nothing.
all over the place. So
Yeah.
the Gatekeepers, we don't really have the gates yet for that.
God,
Fight
we will
ogres.
never have the gates. I don't want any more 2/4s. I'm so mad at them.
Yeah. Take the Krasis.
Yeah, take the Krasis. Stay on target. Stay central green. Get ramp spells.
Stay on target.
Oh my
Stay
goodness.
on target.
That one snapped into my view. I think we're taking that. It also doesn't look close.
No.
Especially since we have 3 creatures already, so yeah.
Right. I'm completely fine if, like, our non-creature spells are things like Armed and Dangerous, Unflinching Courage, and things like this, if we get to do our...
That is totally fine.
Oh, you better be careful. This is the second Goblin test pilot we've seen. Somebody is bound to have 2. We also have a Steeple Rock.
Okay, we look solidly in a plan, and I'm gonna have to step out for a couple minutes.
Okay.
So I'll be back after. I actually don't know how long this is gonna take, but I'll be back.
All right.
Good.
That is a foil Obzidot's 8. Well, that's funky. Yeah, there's really nothing going on, like, for us in here outside of the Cluestone. Blasted Genius, Deputy of Quiddles, and Obzad's Aids are still, like, powerful cards for somebody else, but for us, not really. Yeah, Cluestone's on color, gets us to our giant quicker. Cycles, that's nice. Second Scab Clan Giant. Renounce the Guilds is a powerful card. Thrashing. I like this pack a lot better. Can I take a couple cards out of here? I'd like the Zertod Druid. Yeah. Everybody's all on the Zertod Druid instead of other Fight Club man. Screw it. Let's go Fight Club man. We'll get the ways to get there. We don't need to be the man on Zertod Druid. Render silent. Okay, cool. On color Cluestone. Also, right now our white is literally Unflinching Courage, and I'm completely fine with that being our only white spell at the moment. Haze Sentinel's okay. Our Goblin Test Pilot is tabled. The Cluestone is also a pick here, but we have 2 of them already, and I don't feel like we want too many. Yeah. Really, the idea is, if I can stay on 2 color, maybe with this white splash with Unflinching Courage. I feel this card's so ridiculous. There's nothing I actually care about here. I'll take a late Lie of Decree. Somebody will be happy seeing Pilfered Plans and Hired Torturer going their way. Hey, Riot Piker is on plan. Riot Piker is good. Black removal. I don't remember a piece of black removal in that pack, Harriet. Anyway, we're gonna pick up Riot Piker. We also get to be the Phytoburst deck. Perfect. I'm happy to see this around. Infinite Girl Cluestones. We don't have a Feral Animus, sadly. Oh, okay. Also, what in the hell is Deputy of Acquittals doing in there? Okay. Really, we're looking very solidly Gruul with a white splash for something strong we end up finding. As far as strong Gruul cards go, Gore Clan Rampager is the strongest uncommon we could possibly find. This pack also has a lot of powerful cards for us. Warmine Infantry, Croconura, Viantra, Shanktail are all very good. Halberdier is fine if we're on, if we commit more on white, but Gore Clan Rampager is the card to play here. He's big, he's large. We'll do that. Ooh. A Molten Primordial. This one's really solid. It is either this card or Slaughterhorn out of this pack. Yeah, I feel the Molten Primordial is more exciting, and we have some Cluestones to get up there. Let's go to town. Okay. More cards of note. Homing Lightning is a removal spell we can play. That's great. Ember Beast and Gruul Guildgate are cool cards. Mark for Death is very full of text card. Boros Charm. I think I'd rather have the Homing Lightning first, as Boros Charm at the end of the day does not act as a straight removal spell. Like I would easily play both Boros Charm and Sky Knight. But Homing Lightning is just straight kill spell, and sometimes you get to do like really weird things where you kill 2 or 3 guys. Really, we're hoping something like Ember Beast, Gruul Guildgate, Boros Charm, Sky Knight, or even Night's Watch comes back around. Oh damn! Okay. So this is a good pack for us. We've got lot of good options. We got Zerchaw Swine, Mugging, Madcap Skills. I don't think I actually like that much in here. Holy Mantle. And I guess Angelic. That's not real for us. The trick is, like, Mantle's very strong, but white is such a splash that's super tough to cast. Like, super, super tough. Like, we're not white enough to actually... I don't even know if we're going to be staying in white here. I think the mugging is the strongest. Let's go mugging. We've done exciting 3-color things. Let's go with, like, legitimate 2-color things. In this pack, we have Hellraiser Goblin, which I've felt not that strongly about in the past, and Knight of Obligation, which is reasonable. Seeing this late, I again am just uncertain how white I want us to be. I don't even think we want white. Let's play it like we're not playing white here. And we'll move along like that. Verdant Haven is pretty good for us. Act of Treason's pretty good for us. Massive Raid is not terribly good for us. We don't have a lot of creatures, and it would probably be like a 23rd or maybe a cut card. I like Verdant Haven for getting up to these Scab Clan Giants and for casting off white things, which we may or may not be having at the end of the day. This pack is blank. This pack is does not contain cards. There is nothing in this pack. Weird that they would have passed me a pack without cards. Yeah. The red card here is Crackling Perimeter, Harriet. It's not something we can actually use. Oh. Groll Kirun is actually a real card for us. It's better than the Clue Stones, to be entirely honest with us. The Foundry Street Denzin's also a card we can use. More creatures early. How many... I feel like we're honestly a lot more of a, like, 3 to 5 drop, or like, you know, these big old creatures deck. The Warmind Infantry's made its way around. That's a good one to see out of this pack and that we started with. There was a Foundry Street Denzin as well. I'm not terribly impressed with him specifically in this deck. This pack has not much we can use. Furious Resistance might get the nod. I'm sure if Kaz was still on the, in the call, he would tell me to pick Razor Tip Whip. He might actually still do it anyway. I'm going to ignore that and pick the Furious Resistance. Ember Beast is, a gift of a card this late. Marked for Death is not, but Ember Beast is. We need more 2-drops, is what we're missing. We only have Riot Piker, which makes our deck very odd. There are definitely Boros players at this table. Both Boros Charm and the Legionnaire are missing. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and keep removing some things we aren't going to be playing. So yeah, the focus in Pack 3 here is going to be on early drops, things we can use. Well, I mean, Overgrown 2. Get ourselves a dragon. We can get ourselves a dragon. Yeah, Centaur Healer is a real creature. Yeah, I guess I'm going to be honest, I'm feeling like I would only be casting white for that Unflinching Courage off of like a single Plains splash and probably the Verdant Haven. I don't think we're in white. kind of sad to say, but I just don't. Like, we can be straight up Gruul here. We have nothing else that brings us in a different direction. So we'll see where this leads. Well, there's a ton of Rakdos stuff. Not nearly all of it good. Rick's Mighty Guild Mage. I think Rakdos Shred Freak is a reasonable creature. We can easily get double red if we're in 2-color alone. Uh, Two color alone being the key thing there. Yeah, that's probably the best card for us in here is the 2-mana 2/1 hasty dude that's slightly hard for us to cast. Drudge Beetle hits our plan, or our stated goal of an early drop. Trader's Instinct is a really funny this card is not very good. I'm not terribly impressed by Cobble Brute, though with some of the cards we have, it could be a lot better. Unflinching Courage, Armed Dangerous Rakir. Honestly, I think it'll table, is really the thing. This pack doesn't have a ton, but the white in it is really going to be taken by... Like, if I was a Boros player, I'd be taking something like Security Blockade over Cobble Brute. This isn't going to be picked at all. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep getting some creatures going on. Oh, the Thrill Kill Assassin. I love that dude. Minotaur Aggressor is a solid top-end creature, but I think we're kind of fine on that? Maybe I'm wrong. The Racketeer is okay as well. Yeah. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, black would have been nice, though. I don't think there was much compelling in the previous packs to black. At this point, it looks very good, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and get aggressive. We'll find cards. Oh my god, I want it. Oh god, I want the Carnival Hellsteed. Good lord. Do I just want a black splash? No, but I really don't agree that Pikers suck in this format. Like, they're not terribly... They're not terrible. Yeah, like, I could... I don't see much else I terribly care about. Pursuit of Flight really isn't us. We don't have a ton to go on. Horncaller's chant is flat out. Stonefarer Crocodile's okay. Yeah. We're already on Splash. We're already on large creatures. We don't need more. And again, we don't need a second aggressor. I'm going to go ahead and pick the Racketeer here. Growing Ranks. Is that something we can even use? No, absolutely not. News we cannot use. Celestia Keyrune is... Nah. See, the Keyrune, like, helps us on nothing. I think the Lizard is the real call here. Yeah, I agree with you, Mage. I think I'm good with a Gate here. Aerial Predation's a good card as well. Actually, how much flying junk do we have? Take the Gate. This kind of cements this splash as legitimate. Rubble Beltback Rhino is a good creature. Grizzly Salvage and Treasured Find. Just taking a kind of looking at these top cards up here. Yeah, I'll grab the Rhino. And we got nothing here. Absolutely nothing. I don't care for any of these. And there's that Cobble Brute I mentioned earlier that would be making its way back around for us. I feel like it's fine to take it now. Our removal suite is Homing Lightning or Bust. It's a bit... Yeah, it's not the strongest plan. I guess we have a Mugging too. And some other cards. This can go away now. Pursuit of Flight. Druid's Deliverance. Okay. Yeah, really, our removal suite is our creatures are large and bigger than yours, and we have these giants that prove it. I guess we also do have an Explosive Impact. That's good. So yeah, we are Gruul Splash that Unflinching Courage. So let's go ahead and get our Gruul in there. Molten Primordial. Mugging, Bellows Lizard, Rollback Rhino, Krasis, Phytoverse, Drudge Beetle, this man, Unflinching Courage. Yeah! Well, let's put the Stonefair Crocodile in there at the moment, and then we'll work with it. I am super happy with our top-end creatures. I kind of wish we had a couple more, to be entirely honest with you. I think I feel fine taking out the Hellraiser Goblin. Maybe the Stonefair Crocodile. It's not doing a lot. One of the Clue Stones. What else? Cobble Brute. That brings us to 25, so 24 actual cards. And something else. Let's go ahead and throw these out for a moment. Yeah, that's a good question. How impressive is Bellows Lizard at the end of the day? I don't think... I think not terribly is the answer. Something like this. I want the Riot Piker. I feel strongly about the Riot Piker. Also, like, we could barely activate the Stonefair Crocodile's on effect. That's just not something that comes up very often. We can, though. We do have a Verdant Haven that could do it. We have a lot of ramp things. I could... No, the Clue Stones are fine. I think we are... It's one of these two. Shredface Fine. Racketeer, Warmind Infantry, Battering Crisis. Good point. Makes it harder to cycle it, but a lot better for our splash. Is just one card, but Unflinching Courage is a hell of a card. Like, if we can get that on Rubbleback Rhino or any of our large creatures, we have this machine. Nah. Not the Riot Piker. I feel like the Riot Piker is the less important creature for us. We're not a deck that's just going to beat up like beat up early with a Riot Piker and other small creatures. We would like to hit this endgame stuff here. Let's go ahead and sort by color. I did cut the Piker in the end, Gnome Bitten. I really like the card. I guess at the moment I don't feel like he fits what we're doing, which is trying to hit like 4 to 6 and cast large dudes. He is not terrible by any means in this format. Looking at mana, this looks like. Oh, one moment. Okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish this deck, which is going to be 8 red, 7 forests, and 1 plains. I do feel the plains wants to be in there so we can more reliably use the Cluestone. Ah, yes, hugging. That is what's going on here. Hugging. Alright. Alright. I am going to step away for about 2 minutes here. I will be right back. Alright. How do we look? Everybody look? We looking good? Oh, hell yeah, we're looking good. We got cards, we got a Krasis that's not terribly impressive, but could be. We got a gate that lets us cast everything and then all of the mountains known to man. All of the mountains known to man, and some known to fish. Fish lizards. Not attacking there is an interesting choice. That's a word I'm using in place of bad at this moment. Or maybe poor, or not exactly correct. I don't think there's a creature I could actually play there. Let's go ahead and play the Battering Krasis out. I could have played the Warmind Infantry there to buy me some like time, but I am greedy. I am a greedy person. Also fine making this trade here. Interesting. A doorkeeper. A creature I just much don't care for being on his side of the board. The Racketeer can get rid of one of our mountains. Go ahead and try drawing us into a bit more of a gas. Definitely at this point. We can go ahead and drop one of our mountains to draw a card. Mugging is a card. I'm not going to be casting it yet. I'm probably going to just clear his board come next turn. He's going to start using the doorkeeper on us and start crypt keeping or whatever. Lose our hasty guy. That would have been actually a very solid draw for us. It would have turned on the Warmind inventory. We have Molten Primordial as a really, really good top-end guy. Armory Guard. That puts the dampeners on our plans. Hmm. Go ahead and get the doorkeeper out of here. I'm preparing for next turn at this point. It looks a bit funky, but I've got high hopes for next turn. I have just lost all hopes. All hope is lost. That really sucks. Okay then. That's something terrible has happened. So that's unblockable. I'm thinking through my head what our actual options versus this card are. We cannot steal it. We cannot fight it. We cannot outrace it. Can we... Even if I had held back the, Yeah, I'm thinking through my cards, and we really just lose to a Holy Mantle. It is, yeah, it's too big for throwing down being our getting explosive impact. Explosive impact is our dragon. We do not have creatures with flying. This card is impenetrable. We have encountered the immovable object. Yeah, we need to find the unstoppable force. We need to start throwing bodies into it. Not quite yet. My hope is he plays like some body of his own, and then I just like crush in with everything. Like, yeah. Keeney. Okay. Even now, there's hope. Alright. Let's see if our opponent is a fool. This is the... I'm stunned. This is the world's most insane answer. I really don't have many words for what just happened. I am fine offering this down right now. All right. Yeah, all we had to do was ask for assistance. Our opponent just hands us the game. Not gruel. All right. Again, just do not have words for what just occurred. Our opponent decided he did not want to win that game. So, what do we actually have on the board for this sort of craziness? Nothing? I want to say it's nothing. We don't have any real yeah, we don't have any real huge answers to that. I think our real answer is just to outrace this man and attack for damage. Yeah. The tall man is very tall. We have explosive impact. We can force it to block. We can get it in combat and homing lightning, and we can beat it. We can't even beat it with Scab Clan Giants. Like, the tall man sucks for us. It's... yeah. We're moving on in. This is an interesting one. We are on the draw. It really just need a green. I feel super hacks about this hand. We do have a lot of other green cards. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. We're on the draw. One forest or a gate or even a Gruul stone or a Celestia stone turns this hand on. There's the Gruul key rune. And with this hand on, we have some, like, silly combinations of damage. So we're going to hope for a forest so I can curve into the Drudge Beetle, but I won't begrudge the deck if it decides not to throw me a bone on it. Unflinching Courage is an odd one here that doesn't really get us anywhere. Okay, he's going to go ahead and throw down Boros Reckoner. This is a man, again, difficult to actually fight. What we're going to do is... I think we're going to throw down the Warmind infantry here. I could throw down the key rune. Yeah. We'll go... Yeah, this Warmind infantry can't attack or block. Get the key rune down. Get the Drudge Beetle and the Warmind infantry. Try to get, like, Warmind infantry powered up. And we're going to go for, like, a mega Hadoken attack. Like, literally we are going to attack for somewhere around all of the damage. Boros Reckoner. Hell, that's strong. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out creatures. This isn't like much of a choice. Also, you know, for our deck having 8 of its 17 lands being mountains, that's a lot of mountains. Okay. We're going to take the hit here from Boros Reckoner. That's not really a choice. This thing's just going to continuously deal damage to us for quite a while. I will play Scab Clan Giant, regardless of what he does on his turn. Frilled Oculus that he can pump with his Prophetic Prism. That's strong. Because the worst that could happen with Scab Clan Giant... I mean, if Scab Clan Giant fights Reckoner, something takes 4, could be us. That's fine, Reckoner's dead. Alternatively, we could just draw another Scab Clan Giant, and then nothing happens. Well... Other options available to us. Other avenues of attack. Not looking good. We'll go ahead and pass the turn here. That Frilled Oculus is going to hit us hard. We can't start the Fight Club. I would love to start the Fight Club. That would feel like amazing at the moment, because we could just fight down his creatures and we'd have 4/5 or 5/4s, 4/5s. These things do cost 6, however. He should be swinging for a lot of damage here. I don't think we can actually do anything here. Okay, he's not pumping. Yeah. I wouldn't even begrudge the gate. I would accept the gate. That's a really insane card for him right now. Blanks. Stone blanks. We are in dire need of a land. Even a land might actually just straight get us killed from Boros Reckoner. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make some exchanges. Truefire Paladin will block here. Or Warmind Infantry will block on Truefire Paladin. This way, if he would have to pump twice in order to live. Stonefair Crocodile and Drudge Beetle will block here. Even if he pumps, he still will only have 1 kill on our side. However, what will most likely happen is he'll play something like Martial Glory and just murder our team. At that point, a Plains is pretty much our only out. Let's see what happens. We really don't have a lot going on. I wouldn't say stick a fork in this game quite yet. We're not that far out. Like, it's bad, don't get me wrong. This game is really bad. But we are far from gone. We're close to gone. We're actually quite close to gone. I'm going to go ahead and mug off that True Fire Paladin. Our deck actually only contains one out at this point. It is basic plains. I guess Celestia Cluestone would get there too, but he'll probably just Holy Mantle up Boros Reckoner and call it a day. Oh. He is Holy Mantling up Boros Reckoner and calling it a day. Alright, at this point, we are going to 1. No available blocks, and no available way to fight this card. I don't want to show him a single... You know, it's really funny that we can Fido burst, and yeah, we can... If all of our damage went through unblocked, this would be 20. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on. Are there any cards that fare poorly for us in this game? Are there any cards I don't want to see? I would love to see a forest. I would love that. Really, what we can do to lower a curve isn't terribly powerful. Riot Piker is an option. Let's check our curve out. Like, we can take out Minotaur Aggressor. How about that? I'm gonna go with this setup here. Yes, I would like to play first. And I will keep this hand. It's a bit of an odd one, but as we've seen, our deck really likes to hand us the mana. The red manas. There we are. I will go ahead and lay down this Drudge Beetle. Cloudfin Raptor on turn 2. That's a bit of a top deck for him. So we're just going to... We need to start being aggressive. He can't cast Reckoner next turn. That's very good for us. There's just no way. He's off light. That's very good for us. We just get to swing in here. Dealing damage. That's what we're all about today. The fact that he's off white really, really makes me happy at the moment. He can't do much of anything. Yeah, that's an interesting attack. Let's go ahead and play out the riot gear. We'll go ahead and equip the riot gear to the Drudge Beetle. And swing it. This is looking very one-sided. I will accept it. So our Fight Club man will finally get to fight. This isn't fair. This isn't fair at all. We're swatting a fly. Honestly, I'm like, there isn't a card he can play that pulls him out of this. He dies in one hit of any creature. He could Boros Reckoner for all I care, and it doesn't stop him from dying in combat. Seller of Songbirds gives him 2 blockers, but 2 is not 3. He needs a third creature here in order to do anything. I can't play that. So yeah, we're just going to go to town. Our opponent was not Gruul. I guess he could have a bounce spell? No. Okay. Cool. I'm happy with that. I am stunned with that. I'm elated with that. We found the immovable object and then it moved. It kind of tipped over. Thank you guys. You guys in the zoo are great. Oh, that was an extremely fun game. How's everybody doing tonight? Long week. I'll have to take some time tomorrow to play some Warframe. I haven't had a chance to. I guess I have had a chance. I haven't taken the time to play in the last about week. Vodka, yeah, that's good night. All right. I hope it's good vodka. Sometimes it's not. In the downtime, let's go ahead and take a look at some names. Ah, Mile. This is a good name. Mr. English and Barbarian King. We might have trouble with that. Vegetable Lasagna 757. Kaz will be back. Kaz had some business to take care of. He may still be around. I saw him in the chat a while back, but he'll be in and out. Yeah. There was another who spoke his name into the night, and he had to answer the call. Our opponent was Mr. English. Okay. I think Mild Mongrel is my favorite name in this one. That's a good one. I don't think there's a word for theft strong enough for that game. That was larceny? That was grand theft? Oh, yeah, they're going to game 3. It'll be a while. I like heist. I think heist implies a bit more planning than went into our victory there. Like hijacked. Okay. This is a fun change of pace from the draft I did yesterday. We ended up locally able to draft some modern masters. And that is a fun draft format. It's a lot like drafting a cube in some ways. A lot of very powerful cards. You end up with your last picks or near last picks being useful cards for your deck. Opening rares worth... Yeah, opening rares that are generally, like, actually worth drafting for dollars. A lot of... Yeah, it basically is a cube that Wizards made, though, and not the Magic Online one. Those drafts will be going on Magic Online, I believe, starting next week. And I plan on doing a couple. Even I shamelessly rare drafted in our actual draft, and it wasn't. It. I mean, I paid some dollars to play, and I was fine to recoup the entirety of the cost rare drafting like a Summoner's Pact and a Academy Ruins, just pay back the entirety of the draft. The thing is, I think every single person at the table was going to be rare drafting. There were a lot of people that were concerned, I'm air quoting on this, about if they opened up like the Tarmogoyf foil Tarmogoyf pack, what they would do about it. most of them came to the conclusion they would probably just stand up and walk away, which is a legal thing to do in a draft. I don't know. They paid for the packs, so it's not stopping them is difficult. Though I do know people that would have just picked the foil Tarmogoyf and passed the love. Pact of Negation is about 15. Summoner's Pact, which is the one I picked up yesterday, is also, I think, 15. It's very good for legacy elves, which got a lot stronger with the legend rule change that will be coming up soon to Gaia's Cradle. Yeah. Yeah, that's why it's a bit of a gray zone. Like, if you... Like, what is somebody going to do to somebody who does that? And I know a number of people, even in the draft, would have no ill will against a person that opened foil Goyf Goyf or something like that. But that's also not a situation that's actually going to come up. The odds of somebody pulling Tarmogoyf, foil Tarmogoyf, are extremely low. I'll go with that. I mean, I guess it is possible, but obviously, but it's an extremely low chance. But yeah, I ended up drafting Simic. Number of Thalids. Yeah. I guess the thing is, like, if this were any other set, that chance would be, like, infinite enough that I would think it would happen, but Modern Masters has a small enough print run. Where it might not. I mean, if you open the foil Goyf, you just take the foil Goyf and live with it. And that's good. I do remember a sealed event I went to a while back at Zendikar where in a PTQ, when you play in a sealed event, I guess I should back up. Sealed is a format where you open up 6 packs and build a 40-card deck out of those cards. And in this sealed event, the way it works is that you'd open up your 6 packs, you'd write down the contents on a sheet, and then these would be returned to the judges and randomly distributed to other players. This is kind of a prevention mechanism for inserting cards into your pool, that sort of thing. Anyway, there was a player who I was sitting next to in this event that opened something like 3 fetch. It was a Zendikar release. 3 fetch lands, a foil fetch land, and a Lotus Cobra, which at the time meant for paying about $30 to enter the event, he had made back about 90, and he was heavily debating leaving just with those. I think he did. Like, that beats out most of what you can get in prizes if you don't top 8 one of those events. Foil. What? What is that word? Foil? Foil Goyf? Foil? Floif? I'm gonna go with Floif. Ah. Goyf Goyf would definitely be a card in whatever the next unset would be. Oh! I also got to draft a Muldrifter in that draft. I was very happy about this because Muldrifter is a very good card, and I have a lot of fun casting it. I'm aware Atagatog was Odyssey. It certainly sounds like a card from Unhinged. A Goyf, a Goyf. It looks like our final game has finished up. We are... So we have vegetable lasagna. We have mild mongrel, and we have... I do not know how to pronounce Slaw Hero. Because there's an I in there. Life. Anyway, we get to play Grohl again, and this will be fun because Grohl. That's all I've got for you. Compelling. I will never make that claim. I only hope that's the only copy of Holy Mantle we have to play against. Luckily, we only did see the one we passed, and that is completely on myself for passing. Alright. So we're good to go. Okay, so this opening hand is a bit funky. We have a lot of our pump spells, but I'm feeling good. We're on the draw, and a mountain turns us into silly amounts of damage, and so does a creature. I won't disagree. This is a janky 7, but I've seen worse. Also, like, we have lands, we have some spells. We can't cast any of them. I'm probably just trying to talk myself into keep. I'm clicking on the keep button. I'm going, yeah, let's just go ahead and click on the keep button and see what... Our opponent has Multi-5. Ah, janky 7. I feel sad for my opponent. He has kept a one-lander. We have a Stonefair Crocodile to make this game quick. I can at least give him a quick death. Which I will do. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and give this man a quick death. Okay. Look, that's the least I can do for my opponent, having to keep a one-lander on the Multi-5. Can go ahead and be kind. Anyway, we have learned our opponent plays Island. This, however, this is a solid 7. We're a bit slow, but I don't feel our opponent's very quick. Racketeer means the land flood is less relevant, and Stonefair Crocodile is good. So no, we are not going to mulligan this. I also need to remember to play a mountain on turn 1. This is important, in case I draw Shred Freak. I don't want to be caught with this forest in play. This is interesting. Boros isn't exactly what I expected out of this man. He's on 3 colors straight then? Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and play out this Stonefair Crocodile. It's a good creature. Can get there. Yeah, I really don't know. He's 3 color. He's straight 3 color. Knight of Obligation's a good creature here. I'll go ahead and lay down the Ember Beast here. Actually, no, I'm not going to lay down the Racketeer here. Okay, Molten Primordial. We do not have a good attack here. However, we do have a number of creatures for next turn. Next turn, we get to cast Gruul Kirun into Ember Beast. Our opponent, however, does have some good stuff going on. I'm a bit scared of that. There's nothing I can really do about this Knight of Obligation. I could double... I guess I am able to double block it. I am not going to choose to. That seems really, really sketchy. Prophetic Prism, that's a good card with his Knight. Gets him a free extort. Harriet, you may be right. Blue looks like more of a splash. Knight of Obligation tells me white is a main color. Let's not get greedy. I would like the Ember Beast in play quicker. I'm going to take the double block on this turn, this time with Ember Beast and Vianchino Racketeer. This way, in case of combat trick, we just deal enough damage. I'm trying to think if I might want to make a different block. I may. I don't think he should attack if he doesn't have anything. Harriet, we do have the Miser's... the hell's the name? Verdant Haven. So that's good. So this is where our opponent goes ahead and plays a freaking Holy Mantle on his Knight of Obligation, and we get murdered. Okay, at this point... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think I just Molten Primordial. This is a lot of damage very quickly. Okay, Annihilating Fire on Stonefair Crocodile. That's alright. Next turn, we have a Gore Clan Rampager to activate. That's all I've got for you. Our opponent is not Gruul. This was his mistake. He's arresting the Molten Primordial. Okay. Fair. That's a good play for him. He, however, did not... what's the word I'm looking for? Okay, Nivix Cyclops. That's a good card for him as well. He did not extort, which meant he could play his Nivix Cyclops there. Oh! Hey, everybody. How's it going? Our opponent has chosen poorly. Okay. To be fair to our like that was a very, I guess, should have been a transparent play that we could trample the creature. I wouldn't have played Fight Over without it. However, even if he had chosen to double block there, he would have gone down to 2, leaving us with an Ember Beast, a Viantro, Racketeer, and the activatable Key Rune, meaning he was dead the turn after. So, the end. Mild Mongrel was defeated. Wonder when Kaz will be getting back. Yeah. Sometime soon, I assume. Really, what'll probably happen is, we'll run into a Grill player. I really can't tell you much about it, Gnome we only saw a very limited amount of cards out of his deck. In Game 1, we saw nothing that told us anything. We knew he was playing Island. In Game 2, we saw Knight of Obligation. We saw Nivik Cyclops. We saw an Arrest and Cluestone. That's a very good point. He very well could have picked up that Boros Charm and gone with a bit of a plan there. Going ahead and trying to get like the double strike on. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, we did see Annihilating Fire, which is a great card. Like he only played about 4 or 5 real spells at us, and they were all very solid. He just didn't have anything. I guess Prism. I believe he played a Prism as well in one of those games. Anyway, that was quick. That was how Grohl is. However, we also had some pretty legitimate hands in those games as well. I do like Vegetable Lasagna 757 as a name. I guess 757. I will assume that maybe he delivers vegetable lasagna on an airplane. Then that could possibly be it. I don't know what the M in front of it would mean, but yeah. Well, how are we doing on stuff? Doing well. Okay. I always feel immensely happy when I get to draft Gruul successfully in a draft. Ah, hello, Abyss Hunted. You missed bamboozlement, thievery, a heist. You missed a very interesting Esper-colored deck that played a lot of removal, had some very interesting games. And we are currently going into, or soon will be, moving into round 3 of the second draft. This time we have straight Gruul. A lot of creatures, a lot of one white spell, and we're playing a Unflinching Courage. Yes, our opponents have not been Gruul, and subsequently have died. It's weird they would choose that. In the end, that's what defeated our deck in draft 1. Ah, Abyss Hunted, was it a full block draft, or... Okay. Okay. Not some crazy Modern Masters 3-color draft deck. I'm sad I'll never actually get to be able to draft Modern Masters in real life again. IRL. Wait, Master of Cruelties has second and third pick? As in 2 of them. That's... Okay, I parsed that incorrectly. That sounds very good. Indeed it does. Indeed it is. Punish the insane.